How the tides have turned. It seems as if PlayStation was caught up in a little lie in regards to the Activision Blizzard deal. Find out why. Up next. What up guys, this is KLO and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Weekend XP Share. I'll say it once, and I'll say it again. Here we go again with yet another layer to the Activision Blizzard deal. But this story rose to the surface during the FTC versus Microsoft trial. This is where the FTC is trying to get an injunction to stop Microsoft from acquiring Activision Blizzard. Now, bear with me with updates because seemingly we are getting the biggest peek yet behind the curtain when it comes to future plans with games and potentially consoles. But we'll get to that in another video. Today we're here to look into a rather interesting exchange during the FTC versus Microsoft case. And this involves an email that was viewed by IGN reporter Rebecca Valentine during the court hearing. The email in question was dated on January 20th, 2022. Which is 2 days after Microsoft announced its intent to purchase Activision Blizzard. The email came from PlayStation boss Jim Ryan where he stated, quote, "I'm pretty sure we will continue to see Call of Duty on PlayStation for many years to come." That email alone legit counters every and any argument that Sony has brought up in regards to Call of Duty's exclusivity. Ryan continued, quote, "It's not an Xbox exclusivity play at all. They're thinking bigger than that, and they have the cash to make moves like this. I've spent a fair bit of time with both Phil Spencer and Bobby Kotick over the past day. I'm pretty sure we will continue to see Call of Duty on PlayStation for many years to come." And here comes the best part. Quote, "We have some good stuff cooking. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm not complacent and I'd rather this hadn't happened, but we will be okay. More than okay." But back in a 2022 interview, Ryan called Microsoft's offer for Call of Duty to remain on PlayStation for just 3 years after the current agreement, quote, "inadequate on many levels." Ryan also commented on the deal stating in his own words, quote, "I don't want a new Call of Duty deal. I just want to block your merger." And that quote was a response to a December 2022 offer to keep games on PlayStation for 10 years, which would grant long-term access to games like Call of Duty. A Microsoft spokesperson told IGN, quote, "Today showed Sony has known all along we'll stand by our promise to keep games on its platform and made clear its works to lobby against the deal is only to protect its dominant position in the market." Wow, this stuff is getting ugly pretty fast. And I think it's a no-brainer. If this deal is blocked, Sony will continue the status quo and their dominance over the market. But if that deal does go through for Xbox, that control is threatened. And this will allow customers to have more options and more affordable means to play Activision Blizzard games, through means like Game Pass as well. And that will make Game Pass more attractive than PlayStation Plus, or paying the general $70 price tag you'd have to pay to get it on PlayStation. These emails and what's been shared over this court case all backs Microsoft's public and written agreements that they want to get their games on as many platforms as possible. I mean, hey, they even admitted to losing the console war to Sony. Now, to bring up the FTC, they brought up the idea of Xbox making a cool Call of Duty skin just for their platform, and how PlayStation users would feel about that. If the FTC did their homework more, they'd realize Sony has already done this on their platforms for Call of Duty, offering exclusive content for Call of Duty for quite some time now. But hey, Microsoft now has written proof as to what they've been claiming all this time to be true. They want to keep Call of Duty open for anyone to play. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. What do you make of all these new findings? And is this the final nail in the coffin for Sony? But that about does it here. I've been KLO. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Weekend XP Share.